of art, the great lightning bolt, the phallus of the god. Behold it and beware, all who would do harm or interfere with these sacred workings. I banish you, I cast you out, all negativity, all obstruction, all that would impede this sacred assembly, I send away and forbid to return. By this holy blade and the mysteries it represents, and by my will as the focus of the combined will of the Corellian priesthood, I bar this place to all that is impure or injurious to our right. Darkness, light, herself, himself, oneself, forever. Darkness, light, herself, himself, oneself, forever. Darkness, light, herself, himself, oneself, forever. Darkness, herself, himself, oneself, forever. Darkness, light, 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 person, 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 himself, oneself, forever.
Que el templo sea purificado y bendecido. May the temple be cleansed and blessed.
I exercise you, O creature of earth, casting out all impurities which may lay therein. And I do bless and charge you to this our work. O creature of water, I cast out all impurities which may lay therein. And I do bless and charge you to this our work. Behold, the salt is pure. Behold, the water is pure. Purity into purity then, and purity be blessed. I cleanse you, I cleanse thee.
I cast out all impurities, O creature of fire. I bless ye, O creature of fire, for our work. I cast out all impurities, O creature of air. I bless you, ye creature of air, with our work. Purity into purity, I bless ye, purity. The fire is pure. The air is pure. Purity and purity make purity. I cleanse thee. I charge thee. I cleanse thee. I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee, I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee, I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee, I cleanse thee, I charge thee.
Chaos circulo sea creatum. May the circle be cast.
Behold, inspiration, thought, the sacred power of the East, the holy lightning bolt. In the beginning, the god exploded like lightning from within the goddess, in obedience to her command. When earth was naught but rock and water, air and fire, it was the lightning striking the water, which gave rise to the first organisms, symbol of creation, phallus of the god, created and directed by the goddess. Be now the vehicle of our focused will as we create in our turn, a place between the worlds, a time outside of time, a holy enclosure of focused energy for our right.
Behold, I do cut apart a place between the realms of humankind and of the mighty ones, a circle of art, to focus and to contain the powers we shall raise herein. Behold, the circle is cast.
Dios superior sea invocado. May the higher self be invoked.
Behold, I do invoke the higher self of the first priestess, Lady Stephanie. May you be one with your higher self, undivided and complete, the veil set aside as we go forward with this holy rite.
Behold, I invoke the higher self of the first priest, Lord Don. May you be one with your higher self, undivided and complete, the veil set aside as we go forward with this holy rite.
Hear then the words of Our Lady, the first priestess. I am the weaver of the web. I am Othala, the inner heart. I am the beloved one of endless years. I call unto you, O ancient ones, in the name of the great family who are charged with the great work. We call upon you as we called upon you from time immemorial. Through many lives and many times and many places, we called upon you from the hinges and barrows of old Europe. We call to you from the temples and pyramids of the Nile. We call to you from the caves of the ice ages and before. We call to you from the stars before this world was ever formed.
Hear now the words of our Lord, the first priest. I am the binder and unbinder of time. I am Ouroboros, Ophion, the great dragon of the universe. I am the web which the mother has woven and hung with bright stars. I call unto you, O ancient ones, in the name of your children, who are in truth yourselves. We are your voice in your hands, your dance and your song, as it was in the beginning when the universe took form. From the innermost heart of the goddess, we are manifested through the steps of her eternal dance with the god. We are the 9 who are the 1. We are the millions of souls who are the billions of lives. We are the children of light and darkness, and our bodies are the stars made flesh. We call upon you, O ancient and holy ones, and bid you be here now.
Que los 70 dioses sean invocados. May the 70 gods be invoked.
Behold, movement, action, the sacred power of the South. It is the tree of life, ever living, ever growing, ever changing. The axis of the plains, through which spirit takes flesh. It is manifestation, through which the desires of the heart take form. For when the goddess had created him, the god fled from her, entering the world of matter, where the contents of his heart took physical form according to his passions. It is even so for us, symbol of the physical, through which goddess is expressed by God. Be now the vehicle of our prayer, as we call upon our relations.
Behold, I invoke you, O ancient ones of the East. I call unto you, O lands, O gods, O peoples of the East. As I have from the beginning, I call you forth. I invoke you with love and with respect, O glorious and beautiful ones. May the Red Lady of the East rejoice. May the golden Lord of the East open the way. Come forth, join, and guide us now, O ancient and holy ones.
O countless gods of the East, we call upon you. Parvati, Saraswati, Kali, Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, Ganesha, Tara, Kuan Yin, Tsin, Siwanmu, Amaterasu, Pele, Hina, Maui, Rango, Sakyamuni, you and all who are with you, join us now from the East.
May the blessing of the East be upon you, beloved ones, Elisi, Iduji, you and all of the siblings of the great family. In the name of the lands, gods, and peoples of the East, may you and yours be blessed. May the great family rejoice. May every road be open unto you, every gate unbarred, every heart a friend. By the powers of the East be blessed. May clear vision and keen intelligence be your ready son. May the blessing of the peace be upon you.
Behold, I invoke you, O ancient ones of the South. I call unto you, O lands, O gods, O peoples of the South. As I have from the beginning, I call you forth. I invoke you with love and with respect, O glorious and beautiful ones. May the white lady of the South rejoice. May the red Lord of the South open the way. Come forth, join and guide us now, O ancient and holy ones.
O countless gods of the South, we call upon you. Isis, Osiris, Horus, Bast, Sekhmet, Amun-Ra, Nanabaluku, Apademak, Yamaya, Oshun, Yansa, Elehua, Shango, Ogun, Orunmila, Obatala, you and all who are with you. Join us now from the South.
Que la bendición del Sur esté con vosotros, Elisi Eduji, vosotros y todos los hermanos de la gran familia, en nombre de las tierras, dioses y pueblos del Sur, que vosotros y los vuestros sean bendecidos. Que la gran familia se reconcilie, que cada camino esté abierto para vosotros. Que todas las puertas estén destrancadas y en cada corazón encontréis un amigo. Por los poderes del Sur, benditos seáis. Que la acción justa y efectiva sea vuestra bastón más firme. Que la bendición del Sur esté con vosotros.
Behold, I invoke you, O ancient ones of the West. I call unto you, O lands, O gods, O peoples of the West. As I have from the beginning, I call you forth. I invoke you with love and with respect, O glorious and beautiful ones. May the gray lady of the West rejoice. May the blue Lord of the West open the way. Come forth, join and guide us. Now, O ancient and holy ones.
O countless gods of the West, we call upon you. Suluduya, Kanati, Niruegahi, Gayagaga, Agyagananeski, Inagi, Quetzalcoatl, Tezcatlipoca, Calciulique, Tlacotuyutu, Ometayutu, Tlela, Apuch, Akin, Ishel, Viracocha, Pachamama, you and all who are with you, come to us now from the west.
May the blessings of the West be upon you, beloved one. Ulysses, Ijuji, you and all the siblings of the great family. In the names of the lands, gods, and peoples of the West, may you and yours be blessed. May the great family rejoice. May every road be open to you and every gate unbarred and every heart a friend. By the powers of the West, be blessed. May an open heart and psychic vision ever fill your loving. May the blessings of the West be upon you.
Behold, I invoke you, O ancient ones of the north. I call unto you, O lands, O gods, O peoples of the north, as I have from the beginning. I call you forth. I invoke you with love and with respect. O glorious and beautiful ones, may the Black Lady of the North rejoice. May the green Lord of the North open the way. Come forth, join and guide us now, O ancient and holy ones.
O countless gods of the north, we call upon you. Apollo, Diana, Hecate, Hermes, Juno, Jupiter, Janus, Morion, Briantia, Diada, Lu, Kelnunos, Rhiannon Macha, Thor, Odin, Freya, Hela, you and all who are with you, come to us now from the north.
May the blessing of the north be upon you, beloved ones. Ulysses, Iduji, you and all the siblings of the great family. In the name of the lands, gods, and peoples of the north, may you and yours be blessed. May the great family rejoice. May every road be open unto you, every gate unbarred, every heart a friend. By the powers of the north, be blessed. May wisdom and understanding be your noble friend. May the blessing of the north be upon you.
The realm of the east is air, and air I call forth my children, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius.
El reino del sur es el fuego, y como fuego llamo a mis hijos de Aries, Leo, y Sagittario.
The realm of the West is water, and as water I call forth my children of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces.
The realm of the north is earth, and as earth I call forth my children of Taurus, of Virgo, and of Capricorn.
Air, fire, water, earth, air, fire, water, earth, air,
Fire, water, earth.
Behold, the four powers dance, and by their dance a circle is formed, a circle of power recreating the circle of creation, as thought is mother of action, and action mother of reflection. Reflection is mother to understanding, and understanding is mother to thought. In this dance that set the world in motion, it is the dance we dance every day. It is the process of creation.
We invoke you, O Mother Goddess. You who are the origin of all things. Yours was the small, still voice which spoke before the first creation and speaks in us today. Yours is the heart of infinite love and joy, which guides the universe and which beats within all things. You are the soul of all existence, from whom all existence has developed. You are the wind in the trees, the earth beneath our feet, the very atoms of our body. You are the essence of all things. We invoke you, yet we know you are never absent from us, for we carry you always in our hearts. Holy Mother, with love and with respect, we call upon you. We ask you to aid us, to guide us, to move through us as we enact this holy ritual.
We invoke you, O Father God, you who are the vehicle of all things. Yours is the fire of creation, which first exploded when you emerged from the goddess, your mother. Yours, too, is the light of life, from which the seven planes and all things are made. You are the Lord of measures, of life and death, of space and time. You turn the wheel of the year, the wheel of fate, the wheel of the zodiac, the wheel of the galaxies at her direction. You are the manifestation of the goddess thought. We invoke you, yet we know that you are never absent from us, for we carry you always in our hearts. Holy Father God, with love and with respect, we call upon you. We ask you to aid us, to guide us, and to move through us as we enact this holy ritual.
Que se realice el gran rito. Behold, may the great rite be enacted.
Behold, contemplation, reflection, the sacred power of the West. Emotion, which is reaction, informs but also obscures our vision. It expresses but also hides our true self. But self-examination and attunement with the divine reveals again our true heart and the love and balance which are its natural state. When the goddess pursued the god into the physical and reunited with him, their union brought the soul into the world of matter, but the soul did not know itself and had to search inside itself to find again its true identity, a process which is still going forward. Symbol of divine love, through which God rediscovers goddess, be also the symbol of our love for one another and for all beings, and for the divine parents who have given birth to all.
O great Mother, you who are known by many names in the hearts of humankind, Bridget, Isis, Lakshmi, Selu, these and many other names, both known and unknown. Whether we have the need of anything once in a month, or better it be when the moon is full, then we shall assemble in some sacred place and adore you, who are the spirit of the moon. And we shall sing and dance, make music and make love, all in your name, who are the queen of all the wise. And we shall be free from all slavery. And as a sign that we are truly free, we shall be open to in your rights. For yours is the ecstasy of spirits, and yours too the joys of the senses. And your law is the love unto all beings. Nor do you demand out of sacrifice, for you are the mother of all living, and your love is poured out upon creation. We shall keep pure this highest ideal, striving towards it. Nothing shall turn us aside. For yours is the cup of the wine of life, the sacred cauldron which is the grail of immortality. On the earth you give us knowledge of spirit eternal, and beyond death you give us peace and freedom and reunion with those who have gone before, for you are the gracious goddess who gives joy unto human heart.
Hear now the words of the star goddess. In the dust of whose fears are the hearts of heaven, and whose body encircles the universe.
Hear then the words of the god, in the crown of whose head are means of lives, and whose body is the great dragon of the universe.
I am the beauty of the green earth, and the white moon among the stars. I am the mystery of the waters. I call into your soul, arise and come into me. For I am the soul of nature, who gives life to the universe.
I am the forest, the field, and the golden sun. I am lightning and fire. I am the Lord of time and space, who turns the wheel and calls the dance of life.
I am the radiant. From me all things proceed, and unto me all things must return. Before my face, O beloved God and humankind, let your higher self rejoice and be enfolded in the rapture of infinity.
I am the radiant sun who shares his light with earth, that all upon her may live. I am the fruitful harvest and verdant greenery offering my body, that all who eat may thrive.
For my worship is my heart that rejoices. And behold, all acts of love and pleasure are my ritual. Therefore let there be beauty and strength, and power and compassion, honor and humility, in mirth and reverence within you.
In life, I am the green man, spirit of life and freedom, who spurs all on to growth. At death, I am the stag king, with his staff, who guards the gate between the worlds.
And you who seeks to find me in the depths of the sea or the shining stars,
if you would seek me in the green field or the blue sky, or the cry of the stag, or the flight of the hawk,
know that seeking will avail you not unless you have a mystery.
For if that which you seek,
you will find not within yourself. You will never find it. For behold, I have been with you since the beginning of time, and I am that which is attained
at the end of desire.
Behold, the goddess is not greater than the god,
nor is the god greater than the goddess,
but both are equal,
and neither is complete without the other.
In the name of the god and the goddess,
in the name of the goddess of God, in the name of the goddess of God,
may this chalice be blessed.
Que el libro de la vida sea bendecido. May the book of life be blessed.
Behold the holy book of life, which is also the book of the ancestors. Within this book is inscribed the names of all known Corellians, incarnate and disincarnate. The names of the disincarnate remain side by side with the names of the incarnate. For we all know that death is no separation, and that the beloved ancestors are with us still, one with us in the great work, which is the birth of the new age and the continual rebirth of the earth. For this ceremony, the names of any Corellians who have joined the beloved in the other world during the previous year are updated in the book as being now among the ancestors. Therefore, may the names of those Corellians who have crossed over during this time be read out, their souls called forth and honored.
Behold, you who have joined the ancestors, we honor you. Beloved Lady Windy, first elder of the Corellian tradition, may you be honored in the court of the ancestors and always in our heart. Beloved Lady Carla, former Dean of Mentors at Witch School, may you be honored as you join the court of the ancestors, and may you always be honored in our heart. Beloved Lady Virginia, former Mistress of Records, former Chief Priestess of Salu Temple, may you be honored as you take your place among the ancestors and always in our hearts. Beloved Abby Willowroot, Lady of the Goddess 2000 Project, and many other things. Beloved Lady Abby, may you be honored as you join the ancestors, and always honored in our heart. Beloved Song, may you be honored as you take your place among the ancestors, and always in our heart. Beloved Reverend William Kunkel, may you be honored as you take your place among the ancestors, and always honored in our hearts. And those who have passed, who have not chosen to have their names read out in the ceremony, may you likewise be honored as you take your place among the ancestors. May you always be honored in our hearts. Beloved ones, we acknowledge all that you did for us in your lives and the role that you will continue to play in the court of the ancestors. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Behold, in the name of the great Mother Goddess, may this book be blessed, and may all those whose names are in the book be blessed, and may the sacred tradition which they form be blessed. Mother Goddess, grant us purity of heart and clarity of understanding. Be with us and guide us, for we are your children.
In the name of the great Father God, may this book be blessed, and may all those whose names are in the book be blessed. And may the sacred tradition which they form be blessed. Beloved Father God, bring us prosperity and success, protect us, and keep us safe from all harm, for we are your children.
May the blessings be.
May the blessing be.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Que los amados ancestros sean invocados. May the beloved ancestors be invoked.
Because we want our connection to the beloved ancestors to grow always stronger, we honor them at this time of year, when life returns and grows stronger in the world. It is the waxing time of the year. And so, too, we desire our connection to the ancestors and to deity to wax, and their influence to increase in our lives. The The ancestors whom we honor in this ceremony are not only our physical ancestors, though in some cases they are that too. They are our spiritual ancestors. They are the spirits of those who have built the Correllian tradition, and also those who, while not directly part of the tradition, nonetheless shape it with their thoughts and lives. All are bound by a common thread. They were called by the goddess, inspired by her, to aid in the reshaping of the world and the birth of the Aquarian age. We are privileged to live in the coming of the age, but it is a great responsibility that rests upon us as upon all spiritual people. For many years, we were called by the goddess to labor as midwives of the age, to prepare the world for a spiritual rebirth, and the earth for a new beginning, free of injustices of the past. Now, we must be the teachers of this newborn age. For us stands the unknown generations to come. Beside us stand the beloved ancestors, whose efforts have taught and guided us. As we join them in the great work, the ancestors were remarkable people in life and are remarkable people in spirit. They were and are healers, teachers, artists, and magicians of the highest caliber. From their work, we who are Correllian priesthood were trained. It was upon their work that we are building as we grow. Nor is the veil of separation between us. For the incarnate and discarnate, we stand together. One tradition, one family, straddling life and death, transcending time and space. Beloved ancestors, we honor you.
Behold, in the name of the Correllian nativist tradition, I call forth the spirits of the beloved ancestors. Holy ones, we are your children, your sisters, your brothers, physical and spiritual descendants and incarnations invoke you and call you forth. I call forth the spirits of the ancestors who stand with you in the house, but whom we have not named, beloved all. I call forth the spirits of the ancestors who stand with you but are not of the house. I call forth the spirits of the ancestors of the Correllian tradition, physical and philosophical, whether written in the book or unknown by name. I call forth, beloved ones, that we may honor you.
Que se presente la ofrenda. May the offerings be brought forward.
We make an offering of flowers to you, O siblings of the great family. In token of love, we bear you as members of our family. May the blessings be upon you.
Hacemos una ofrenda de incienso para vosotros. Éramos de la gran familia en el año del represento que a todos y en el gran instrumento vos todos vuestros esfuerzos, el avance de la gran obra, bendito sea.
Bendito seas.
Bendito seas.
Many generations have come before, and many shall follow after. We are not alone, but part of a continuum. We are one with our ancestors and our descendants, united in love and respect. The work we do has taken and will take many generations, yet it is as the beam of an eye to eternity of the soul.
Que se haga la bendición de los ancestros. May the blessing of the ancestors be invoked.
Behold, we are gathered at Pure Sanctuary Temple. May the head of Pure Sanctuary Temple come forward, the Right Reverend Archpriest and Paladin, Sir Jason High Corral, first director of the Correllian tradition.
This is the water of life. Gathered Friday from the Holy Vermilion River at the same time that we honored Lady Wendy. So it's already been basically blessed by the ancestors, by her. I present this now.
Hail unto you, O one of the ancient days, two-horned Lord, master of the forked staff, child of the sun and moon, beloved of the earth. I invoke you, O beloved ancestors. I call unto you and ask you to enter into this your priest, descended from and taught by you, that you may see with his eyes, speak with his wonderful voice. Come to us, speak to us through this beautiful soul. Give us your message and your blessing.
Behold the words of the ancestors, beloved children. We look upon you with pride and joy as you stand here in this sacred place, knowing the work which lies before you, some in greater detail, some in less. But you all know you have not come here for no reason. We have said for some years that the time is upon us for the work we are called to do. And indeed, we all have been doing that work. But now it shall accelerate, faster perhaps than anyone anticipates. And we ask you spiritually to join hands and to join hearts as you go forward, to take your place in the world as a force in the world for healing and strengthening the earth herself and the spirit of life in manifestation. You, who are among the high priesthood, have been trained in the techniques of bringing forth energy, healing, and manifestation through spirit. Never before in your lifetime has it been more needed than it is needed now. And know that you shall be called upon to use these skills that you have learned. Not for nothing have you studied, and not for nothing have you come forward, but rather to play a very important part already laid out before you in the future of humankind and of this earth. We say to you, take up your role and know that the time to step forward is now. The time to act is now. And as you go forward from this temple, know that already this door is open and you are moving through it into a future in which your role, both individually and together, is expanded greatly from what it has been. For many years, you have worked to create this situation and to learn the skills that you will need. Now is the time to employ them and to transform the future into one of hope and joy. And we stand at your side, hand in hand with you, working on this same project at this same time, together, the living and the ancestors, one circle, filled with the power of spirit and the joy of life. These then are our words to you, and may you be blessed.
May the beloved ancestors now give their blessing to the tradition and its members.
Behold these sacred waters, symbol of spirit, brought for this purpose from the Holy Vermilion. May these waters and all they touch be blessed, beloved ancestors. May the sacred blessings of the holy ancestors go forth unto all the people of the Corellian tradition, all those whose names appear in the book of living, and any who should appear, but for any reason have been omitted. All those who live in flesh, and all those who live in spirit, all those who are present at this ceremony, and all those who are not. May the blessing be upon you, and may you blessed be. May you stand with the holy ancestors, even as you stand with the goddess and the god, one with the ancestors as a great Corellian family. May you be guided by the holy ancestors as you walk the path of spirit. Even as the goddess is on your left hand and the god is on the right, may we all walk together in honor and happiness. May you be protected by the holy ancestors against all manner of harm and aided by them in time of need, even as you are protected and aided by the goddess and the god whom we all serve. May the blessing be upon you.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Que tenga lugar la sagrada lustración. May the sacred lustration take place.
Behold, may the blessings be upon the Corellians of the East, May the blessing be upon those of us who live in the East, and likewise upon those who are children of Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. May the blessing of the beloved ancestors be upon you and upon all of the lands and people of the East as well.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Que la bendición sea con los corregianos del sur. Que la bendición sea sobre aquellos de nosotros que vivimos en el sur, y también a los que son hijos de Aries, Leo y Sagitario. Que la bendición de los ancestros sea con vosotros, así como también sea sobre todas las tierras y los pueblos del sur.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Behold, may the blessings be upon you, the Corellians of the West. May the blessings be upon those who live with us in the West, and likewise upon those who are the children of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. May the blessings of the beloved ancestors be upon you and upon the lands and peoples of the West.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Behold, may the blessing be upon the Corellians of the north. May the blessing be upon those of us who live in the north, and likewise upon those who are children of Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. May the blessing of the beloved ancestors be upon you and upon all the lands and peoples of the north as well.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Beloved ancestors, we thank you for your message and for your blessing. We pray that you will continue to work with us as we walk the path of spirit and follow the goddess's call to make the world a better and more spiritual place. And may you likewise receive our thanks in token of our love and respect for you.
Que tenga lugar el brindis. May the toast be offered.
Planting is done for the season. The harvest will come before long. This is the time to be dancing. These are the hours of song. We have now sown our intentions, and the growth we're beginning to see. The strength of our will is increasing to see what we've sown come to be. Light was the first thing created to bring forth the meaning of life. It gives us the magic of vision and the peace of the soft lunar night. Deep in our hearts they have planted a spot of the light and the love of the stars. As we give and receive, we can come to believe in the light and the love that we are. God is the heat before morning, the goddess, the true source of all. Together they bring us the seasons to teach us that life will go on. This is the warmth we've been seeking, the time for our love to grow strong. It's time to let passion increase now, bring all our dearest dreams home. Deep in our hearts they have planted a spark of the light and the love of the stars. As we give and receive, we can come to believe in the light and the love that we are. The planting is done for the season, the harvest will come before long. This is the time to be dancing. These are the hours of song.
Thank you, Reverend John Anastasio, for our musical presentation. Now, if you will join us in the toast.
This is the cup which was blessed at the beginning of our rite. It symbolizes the union of goddess and God, which is the mystery of life. May it also symbolize the bond of love between us, all as children of goddess and God, and as members and friends of the Carillion tradition.
To the goddess, to the god, to us.
To us. To us.
And behold, we have now come to that part of the ceremony we affectionately know as the announcements section. And to begin, I would like to ask Sir Jason to come forward. And Sir Jason, we thank you for hosting this lustration. For anyone who is not aware, the very first public lustration was hosted by Pure Sanctuary Temple, not in this building, but in 2002, I believe. Reverend Sir Jason is the head of that temple. And Pure Sanctuary is celebrating its 20th year.
I want to thank everybody here and in the net for blessing. And I wish every temple would have 20 years. We went through several leadership changes, 3 from the founder. It was predicted when I did my first degree initiation by her that I'd eventually become head of the temple. I decided to run basically from it when initially she told me at it, when she brought down the oracle from it, because as a first degree that scared the heck out of me. But Spirit always has its way. Like I said, I thank you all for blessing me for 20 years. I mean, for having this temple, I mean, not me personally, but thank you for being here and helping me celebrate it.
We are very proud of temples like Pure Sanctuary, which have existed for so long and continue forward. And we have a number of quite old temples and also many very new temples. And at every illustration, we hold a deeming ceremony to deem whether shrines are ready to become temples. And Archpriestess Sir Angela, will you come forward and announce the deeming results?
There were 8 groups that were represented yesterday during our deeming ceremony. 2 Witton shrines were advanced to proto-temple status, and those are Mystical Rainbow Proto-Temple, which is a virtual temple. And the second is the Path of the Wise in the Philippines. And the proto-temples that were advanced to temple status are River Glen, located Templo de Pata in Madrid. Inverness Forest Coven, located in Texas, Spain, and South America. Temple de Escorial in Mexico. Sacred Oak Temple in Kansas. And Temple of Diana Invicta in Spain.
It's always particularly nice when the actual temple heads are here. Congratulations to you who are here and to those who are not here on your deemings. Now, we have 300 awards to give out. You think I'm kidding? I am kidding.
Alyssa's like, why I did not know.
We have a lot of really good people doing really good things.
Yeah.
Therefore, we have a lot of awards.
Yeah, and every once in a while you'll hear a good comment, and I understand where they're coming from, I really do, about like, why so many awards. Well, we can't help it that we have such hard workers doing amazing things all over the world. We're talking about the world, and you expect us to give like 5 out? And we can't help it if there's so many, and this is just like nothing compared to all the other very talented, focused temples and groups and shrines and proto-temples, on and on. And we usually feel a little bad about, like, we wish we could give all of them, but we can't. So this list may keep continuing to grow, but that's a good thing, because once again, we're talking about the globe. All right. Is it a little too tough there, or what?
Just right.
All right, so we start off with the Order of the Iron Pentacle. And the first is, might as well stand close to you, so as I'm slaughtering these words. The Reverend Aluzo. Next, Order of the Iron Pentacle. Reverend Phoenix Williams. Gretchen Schork. The Order of the Golden Wand. Reverend Jen Lloyd. Melinda Whitley. Right Reverend Lori Denman. So you see what I mean? Reverend Kevin Coplinger. Reverend Aqua Aiden. Reverend Elbrus Hara. DJ. Right Reverend Angela Munn. So what Right Reverend Lily Green. Right Reverend Sir Jason Icarat. Reverend Elizabeth Miller. Reverend Ivy Adams. Reverend Lori Barbario Blackman. Order of the Silver Chalice. Reverend Pluma Argente. Noble Tormenta. Lord John Anesthesia. Reverend Wolf Greenfield. Raven Wolf Greenfield. Now, moving on to the Order of the Copper Athame, Reverend Carrie Profrock. Moving on to the Order of the Thurible, Reverend Nesme Rea. Reverend Antamani Corvat. Antamani Contave. Order of Artemis. Marvin Hefet Menendez. Reverend Octavia. Order of the Obsidian Mirror, Reverend Sir Rolando Gomez Como. Now, the Order of Orpheus, Right Reverend Ira Alseret. Marianne Kay. Now we move on to the Crillian Lifetime Achievement Awards. This is a new award. Lady Bitterwind. Most Reverend Crystal High Corral. Right Reverend Sir Edward Hubbard. Right Reverend Anna Rowe. And lastly, but certainly not the least, we now pronounce and so pleasure to say these announcements. The first is Ira. She is now officially an elder. And our two new proto-elders. And we are blessed that they're both here today. John Anesthesia. And Lord Phoenix Williams.
So not quite 300, but we're getting there. And as with the temples, it's also always very gratifying when people who have won the service awards and the meritorious orders are actually physically here. But it's also gratifying when they can't be because they're on the other side of the world. And so it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, and we rejoice in all of you. And of course, there are many people who did not necessarily have an award named for them on this occasion, but they'll be next year and the year after, because there are so many people doing so much good work. And for those who are recognized this year, congratulations, and we know that you'll do much more to come. And there you go. Oh wait, there's more.
And I want to thank. I also want to thank so much. Lady Alyssa now has taken over all the organization. As nominees come in and considerations, she takes care of all that. So I so appreciate that. Thank you. One more.
You don't know what you've gotten yourself. So while we're on the subject of Lady Alyssa, Lady Alyssa is now installed as Grand Deemstress of Heraldry and Awards. If you know what this means, you have to make more patches. And banners.
And needs a longer stole.
Thank you. And thank all of you for all that you do throughout the year. And if we were to list everything that everyone in this room and many who are not in the room were doing, it really would be 300 announcements. I want to thank you all for being here to share the 40th anniversary of my Imperium as First Priest of the Corellian tradition, and Lady Crystal's Imperium as First Priestess. She was not able to be here for the ceremony, but she has been here through the weekend. And some of you have come from a long way, such as Seattle, Nebraska, Florida, and points across the country. And I am very happy with having all of you here to share this celebration. And I will tell you that we have come a long way in 40 years, and we have much farther to go. And if you were to ask me if we foresaw this 40 years ago, the answer actually is kind of yes. The ancestors said that many of these things were going to happen. Did we exactly understand what that meant? That's another question. It's taken very interesting shapes, and in many ways it's gone farther than we anticipated even with the ancestors. And in other ways it's gone in directions we did not anticipate, because so much has changed in the world. If you remember 40 years ago, which some of you do not, a number of you do not, it was a different world. Anyone who's ever doubted evolution, let me tell you, in those days, phones had tails. They have evolved. That's actually Edward's joke, but I tell it. I was telling the story the other day that I was watching an old movie, and the hero was rushing to save the heroine, because that's how it happened in old movies. And I'm thinking, why doesn't he just call her and warn her about what's happening? And I realized, no, this is 1964. He can't do that. We thought in those days that the technology we have today was going to take longer than it's taken. Most people, I think, thought that. Some did not. And what that tells us is that what comes in the next 10, 20, 30, and 40 years is going to be faster than we expected.
Still waiting for flying cars.
They're working on them.
Yeah.
We finally have our visiphone.
Yes.
There was a while when I was wondering when that was coming. But behold, the visiphone. The fact that we can live cast this is amazing. Even just a few years ago, I think it was about 10 years ago when we first started trying to live cast, but it was still very problematic. And And now, we're doing it. The fact that we're reaching people all over the world. We have numerous groups in Africa, in the Philippines, in South America. We've had members in Antarctica. It is a very different world than we expected. And the ancestors had told us we would play a role, just as they have said today. But we could not really have anticipated it, because who would have imagined how fast technology was going to move? Many years ago, probably 30 years ago now, a woman by the name of Rosemary Fletcher, who was one of the best professional psychics I ever knew, but she read for Edward and predicted that one day he would be editing a daily newspaper that would go around the world. 30 years ago, we were not anticipating the internet coming as quickly as it came. At the time, we thought that would be a printed magazine. Lo and behold, the Daily Spell became that magazine and remains that magazine, and has no printed copies but goes around the world. So when the ancestors speak of the future, we can only imagine the things that are coming, because some of them are going to come out of left field. And I am very excited for that future. For the next 40 years, which I'm sure I will not see all of in this particular body, but I will be around. But many of you will see the next 40 years. And as I was saying yesterday, it is a wonderful thing to see the next generation ready for their role. There was a time when it would not have been possible to have so many of our high priesthood, partly because we didn't have that many high priesthood, doing so much of the lustration, doing so much in the tradition, and it's a wonderful thing. And our priesthood in such numbers and doing so much good work around the world, a wonderful thing. Thank you all. And with that, I will end the announcement section before we do hit that 300 mark, and we shall continue. But wait, there's more.
Okay, so we have to have some illustration swag. But what do we need besides crystals? Back to that, so let's switch to some candles.
Made by
Yes, that was
Reverend
out loud.
Pi Aiden, member of the Order of Artificers.
Where's Director coming out? And that concludes our, but wait, there's more. Reverend Miranda, will you come forward, please? Reverend Miranda is one of our wonderful artificers, and she has wonderful artifacts to present. Speak.
These are the pendants, as you can see, most of the archpriesthood and the elders are wearing. The elders are gray. The elders are also archpriesthood. A lot of people were asking that question. The blue are the archpriesthood, and I was asked to bring 2 today.
If you would like to present them. Now, in true Corellian manner, please join me in the chant, put them on. Put them on, put them on, put them on, put them on, put them on. Okay. Correctly.
Right?
Other traditions chant take them off. We chant put them on.
Your first workout as an archpriest.
Yep, that's right.
But wait, there's more.
Archpriest John. Please face the members.
And behold, we present to you Archpriest Phoenix Williams and Archpriest John Anastasio. I think the circle will agree we've had enough speeches.
Never.
So we may now resume our scheduled presentations.
Que tengan lugar los agradecimientos. May thanks be given.
Let us join hands in token of the sacred circle.
Behold, integration, understanding, the sacred power of the north. It is Ouroboros, the serpent swallowing its own tail. The return to the beginning, for the cycle of creation is fulfilled when the created becomes the creator. The soul has not only its origin in the goddess, but it also is its destination. The reunion of soul and creator is not a displacing of one by the other, but a realization that both have been one all along. That the journey has been shared at every step, and union not delayed, but temporarily obscured by the veil of flesh. We are the one, and our journey is one of enrichment and magnification beyond our original dreams and imaginings, out of which we will emerge immeasurably greater than we began, expanded and glorified a millionfold. Symbol of eternity, a completion through which existence is fulfilled, and goddess and God, not merely reunited, but made one again, be also the symbol of our thanks and gratitude for the wonders of life and the joys of creation.
Behold, let us give thanks.
We thank the beloved ancestors, both named and unnamed, for their presence and their blessing. Guide and protect our tradition, beloved ones, that we may flourish and grow, and help us to be true to the will of deity in all things. With love and respect, we thank you. May the blessing be upon you now and always.
We thank you, O Father God, Master of creation and Lord of the dance, for your presence and your aid now in this our ritual and at all times in life. For you are ever with us, and we dwell always in one another's hearts. Help us always to make the most of the gifts life offers us and to see with clarity and understanding all that is before us. With love and with respect, we thank you, and may the blessing be upon you now and always.
We thank you, O Mother Goddess, heart of existence, source and sustenance of all things, for your presence and your aid now and in this our ritual and at all times in life. For yours is the face mirrored in all things, and you are never separate from it. We who are your children and expression of your essence, help us always to see the beauty in all things and to remember that we are part and parcel of the whole, cells in the body of Gaia. All creatures, our relations and fellow manifestations of your heart's yearnings, with love and with respect, we thank you. May the blessings be upon you, now and always.
May thanks be given unto the gods, lands, and peoples of the north. May the blessing be upon them in all their works. May all the gods of the north, both named and unnamed, be thanked and honored by all hearts. May all the lands of the north be fruitful and prosperous. May all the peoples of the north know peace and joy. Every road of the north be opened, every heart of the north be opened. May the goddess bless the north now and always. Gods, lands, and peoples of the north, may there be peace between us now and forever. With love, with respect, we thank you. May the blessing be. May the blessing be upon the powers of the north.
May thanks be given unto the gods, lands, and peoples of the west. May the blessings be upon them and all their works. May the gods of the west be fruitful and prosperous. May all the peoples of the west know peace and joy. May every road of the west be open. May every heart of the west be open. May the goddess bless the west now and always. Gods, lands, and peoples of the west, may there be peace between us now and always. With love and with respect, we thank you. May the blessing be. May the blessings be upon the powers of the west.
Damos las gracias a los dioses, las tierras y los pueblos del sur. Que la bendición caiga sobre ellos y todas sus obras. Que todos los dioses del sur, tanto con nombre como sin nombre, sean agradecidos y honrados por todos los corazones. Que todas las tierras del sur sean fructíferas y prósperas. Que todos los pueblos del sur conozcan la paz y la alegría. Que todos los caminos del sur se abran. Que cada corazón del sur se abra. Que la diosa bendiga el sur, ahora y siempre. Dioses, tierras y pueblos del sur, que haya paz entre nosotros, ahora y siempre. Con amor y con respeto os damos las gracias. Benditos seáis. Que la bendición sea con los poderes del sur.
May thanks be given unto the gods, lands, and peoples of the east. May the blessing be upon them in all their works. May all the gods of the east, both named and unnamed, be thanked and honored by all hearts. May all the lands of the east be fruitful and prosperous. May all the peoples of the east know peace and joy. May every road of the east be opened. May every heart of the east be opened. May the goddess bless the east now and always. Gods, lands, and peoples of the east, may there be peace between us now and always. With love and respect we thank you. may the blessing be. May the blessing be upon the powers of the East.
As above,
so below.
as the universe,
So the soul.
as without,
So within.
the circle is open,
But never broken. Very neat, very part, and very neat